I got 2 speedrunning world records in classic mode for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate with no preparation and no practicing beforehand. You might be wondering, what does that even look like? As it turns out, it takes this friendly game mode that so many first experience Smash through and turns it into absolute madness.
Yes!
Smash Ultimate Summit 4 voting just started and I need your help to make it in. Everyone has access to free votes on Smash GG, so please log into your account and vote for me. Also, I'm live right now on Twitch and have been for more than 60 straight hours. So tune into the stream and help support there too. Thank you. Every character in Classic Mode has a unique and consistent match order, so that all of their experiences are different. Captain Falcon's path, as an example, is DK, into Ganon, into Ryu, into Roy, into a Mii Brawler fight, Little Mac, a bonus stage, and then finally a Bowser fight which transitions into Giga Bowser after the first KO. You would think the path of characters being the same would mean all of them will be easy to plan for, right? Wrong! How naive I was to think it would be that simple. See, there's this funny little thing called RNG, which means every way things can go wrong Curry probably did many times. Have fun planning a smooth run when every once in a while Ganondorf decides to roll forward and then full hop Nair in the other direction from a full screen away because reasons. Starting on 3.5 intensity was ideal since you could just barely finish on 9.9 if you're fast enough. As it turns out, Rapid Jab's high base knockback made it a great way to get quick kills on these CPUs that already get launched further than usual with their adjustable stats. So a lot of my strategies were to just abuse a runoff stage to get them closest to the blast zone, hope they'd cooperate with the pummeling, and let it rip. And the off chance their survival instincts kicked in and they decided to do literally anything else, that is when my pain began. Quick lesson about CPUs. Did you know that CPUs in this game are literally programmed to react to your inputs? This means in many cases, you can press absolutely any button and 1/60th of a second later, or 1 frame later for all the nerds watching this, they will choose an action in response, sometimes one that directly beats whatever you're going for. So higher level CPUs basically just do their own inputs more often than lower level CPUs and are also more likely to react to your inputs as they scale. Sometimes they'll do completely ridiculous things no human ever would and make it work just because they felt like flexing their superiority over us puny humans. My earlier strats about Rapid Jab had a problem. What if I had a fight where I couldn't just abuse Rapid Jab cheese with runoff stages? Funnily enough, it's still usually just Rapid Jab. The Mii Brawlers battle needed a new strategy. Rapid Jab just took too long per rep to be worth it when you need fast stocks for multiple enemies. Which is where the time-tested Elite Smash strategy of spamming Falcon Kick as a movement option came perfectly in handy. We can even use the extended hitbox on the first strong hit to make it go further and get multiple Miis with it. Added an occasional back or forward throw for any stragglers, and everything was looking good. This is when yet another roadblock came up. What do you do about a Bowser that has steadily gained levels over the classic mode run, and is now way too swole to die to any early cheese strats? We had to invent another one. As it turns out, if you line up with the CPU in the air, in just the right position off stage, they'll consistently air dodge while drifting in. So all I had to do was make sure I avoid any random Bowser RNG in the first few seconds, start a combo to get him off stage in just the right spot, and boom! Spike him. Someone had to do it, after all these years. Lastly, there was Giga Bowser. He doesn't experience knockback in this state, so now I had to decide whether I wanted to focus on maximizing damage and just hoping he'd get his hits in with down smash, which has a freezing effect we can mash out of, and Falcon Kick him from, making hit by it on purpose a genuinely viable strategy. If not that, we have to get in high damage hits where we can and usually to jump away from his attacks and land with powerful moves. Falcon Kick is great here since it always gets the Quake hitbox in addition to its normal damage on Giga Bowser, dealing massive total damage consistently. Throw in the occasional knee, back air, and of course the fabled Falcon Punch, and you've got a solid repertoire for taking down the thick dinosaur. After much toil and tryharding like my life depended on it, I eventually got my first world record ever. Almost missed it, especially since I was a little slow to pull the trigger on the timer, but we barely made it. Let's go. Which now brings us to 5.0. For 5.0, you simply need to start at 5.0 and stay above that number the entirety of the run. There are no rules against dying on purpose to lower the intensity and make future enemies far easier to kill, which makes this particular run especially tricky to optimize. Funnily enough, turns out getting a world record is hard, especially with no prior knowledge of what this would look like or any practice under my belt. I figured I'd just use my Smash background and get it easy, right? My stream for this was 14.5 hours long, and it was hard, even with my experience with Smash as a whole. The pain of finding good strats, only to lose anyway to immense variance, or simply dropping the ball could be soul-crushing. And even with all my determination, I could feel my mind failing me as exhaustion kicked in. With how tired I was, I decided that maybe after I hit attempt 570, if I hadn't succeeded by then, maybe I could finally rest, with or without getting that prestigious world record, and just accept that I had a good run, right? Sometimes it's about the journey. Or so I thought. Right when the final attempts were approaching, and all hope was fading, a miracle occurred. This run would be something special. Oh yeah, isn't it? Oh yeah. This is the most RNG dependent run of anything I've ever done, and it's not even close. I've never felt like my decisions matter less playing Smash.
¿Listos? ¡Ya!
I think I did it! I think it was mistimed, but I think I did it! I think I like really messed up my timer, but I'm pretty sure I did it. In perhaps the most unceremonious way possible, it seemed I had done it, with Giga Bowser cannonballing into the abyss of his own volition. But then chat showed me that in my shock of that ending, I had delayed stopping the timer by enough that I thought my run wasn't good enough. And with further inspection by going back through the VOD, there it was, in all its beauty, a second world record to call my own, in one stream, with zero knowledge or preparation beforehand. Not too bad, huh? Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you liked, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment in the comment section below if you like letting us know what you thought, and hit that notification bell down below to make sure you don't miss any of the awesome new videos coming your way. Take care!